Of course, this text is a perfect candidate for this type of translation. It's poetic, rhythmic, and designed to be spoken. My goal is to preserve its hypnotic, calming cadence and all its nuanced imagery while ensuring it sounds completely natural and fluid when read aloud by an AI voice. Here is the translation crafted specifically for narration. Hush, sleep will come before fatigue imposes itself upon your mind, before the rush of thoughts insists on imprisoning the heart. Allow yourself to hear what perhaps you've always known. Words can heal. Words can bring rest. They can make space for the body to breathe deeply, for the soul to grow quiet, for anxiety, anguish, and even the shadow of sadness to find shelter in a place of calm. This is no ordinary poem. It is not merely a collection of verses. It is a path, a smooth road leading to repose. Perhaps you've resisted until now, doubting that something so simple could ease the pain, the pressure, the weight of the day. But it is precisely in simplicity that the greatest treasures hide. Listen without rush. Each word was chosen to be like water sliding over stones, polishing them slowly, effortlessly. There is a secret rhythm in the pauses and the calmness, a breath that aligns with your own breathing, which now slows down, becoming lighter and lighter, freer and freer. The poem is the boat, and you are the traveler who boards without luggage, without demands, only with the willingness to be carried by tranquil waters. Close your eyes and notice. Nothing else matters in this instant. The world with its haste will remain outside. The noises with their demands cannot enter here. You are safe. You're whole. And even if you arrive tired, restless, or even broken into invisible pieces, there is space here to rest. The night is generous, the silence is deep, and the words that follow are a bridge between weight and lightness. Breathe. With each inhalation, imagine a thread of light crossing your shoulders, flowing down your back, releasing muscles, dissolving tensions. With each exhalation, feel your body releasing back into the darkness all that no longer serves you. The accumulated pain, the insistent worries, the memories that hurt. Everything flows away. Here only what calms remains. Sleep is not an enemy to be conquered. Sleep is an ancient embrace, a return to essence. It is the invisible lap that envelopes you, the soft voice that whispers, "It's all right." We often forget that to rest is also to live, that closing your eyes is also an act of courage, that silence is not emptiness but fullness. It is in this space that the words will walk, guiding you inside yourself, to a hidden garden where colors bloom that only a tired heart can see. Imagine yourself entering this garden. The leaves move gently with the night wind, and the air carries a discreet scent of calm. The ground is soft, as if the earth welcomes you with every step. There is no rush, no destination, just being, just fresh wind enters, renewing everything. You realize that deep down, this place of rest has always existed within you, but the world's noise had covered its entrance. Now, with the silence that forms between each pause, that entrance opens again. Imagine a clearing illuminated by the moon. The sky is full of stars, and they shine like small promises of peace. You lie down on the soft grass, and the earth supports every part of your body with tenderness. There is no discomfort, no weight, only solace. Nature whispers in almost imperceptible murmurs, as if the night itself is wishing for your healing. Perhaps you feel a gentle warmth spread through your body, not of restlessness but of relief. It is life reminding you that it is present in every cell, in every breath, in every heartbeat. This warmth is a balm, dissolving what had hardened. Where there was tension, softness is born. Where there was fear, confidence arises. Where there was pain, hope flourishes. And even if you think of giving up, even if a voice insists that nothing can change, let the poem answer in silence. Everything can change when you allow yourself to rest. There is no wound that cannot find rest in the lap of the night. There is no anxiety that does not dissolve before the immensity of the starry sky. There is no sadness that can resist the invisible embrace that silence offers. With each pause, your breathing becomes lighter. With each image that forms, your body surrenders a little more to rest. You no longer need to fight against sleep. It is your ally. It approaches slowly, like a breeze entering through an open window. You don't need to ask, you don't need to force. Just allow, just trust. And in this garden of words, where every verse is a petal falling softly around you, you discover that you are not alone. There is a subtle presence, almost imperceptible, enveloping you with care. Perhaps it is the universe itself. Perhaps it is something within you, an ancient force that always knew the way back home. This presence holds your hand and with a delicate touch, guides you even deeper into rest. The body speaks in silence. It asks for rest when it contracts, when it becomes heavy, when the mind insists on demanding more than it can offer. But now, in this instant, you begin to listen to it. Every muscle finds the chance to let go. Every nerve relaxes like strings finally released from tension. It is as if an grow heavy, the arms and legs find rest. There is an inevitable, sweet surrender that requires no effort. Sleep is near, very near. It touches your forehead, caresses your mind, envelopes your heart. And at this point, you no longer need to ask yourself if you will be able to sleep. Because sleep is already within you, awake in its calmest form, waiting only for the moment to close your eyes and let yourself be carried away. There is a secret instant between wakefulness and dream, where everything becomes lighter. The body rests, the mind grows quiet, and the soul seems to float in a space where time ceases to exist. It is in this instant that you are now. The transition is so smooth it is almost imperceptible. The external world fades into silence, and within you a serene landscape is born, made only of calm. Imagine yourself lying on a deserted beach. The sky is covered with stars, and the sound of the sea is constant, cadenced like an ancient breath of the earth itself. The waves approach and recede, and in this movement you find the perfect rhythm to relax. Each wave carries away a worry, each return brings only peace. Gradually, nothing remains but the harmony between your heart and the ocean. The sand is soft beneath your body, molding to your every curve, as if nature had prepared this place especially for you to rest. There is no cold, no heat, only balance, only exact comfort. You close your eyes and feel the breeze touch your face, light This first part ends as it should, in surrender. A soft, full, unresisting surrender. You find yourself lying in the garden of calm, lulled by the night, enveloped by all that is serene. Nothing holds you, nothing frightens you. Only the silence, only the sleep. The silence is deeper when accepted. And now that the first layer of restlessness has dissolved, you can better hear the space within you. It is not an empty space, not an absence. It is presence, a tranquil, gentle presence that spreads like a serene flame in the dark. This space demands nothing, it only welcomes. Allow yourself to remain there. Close your eyes and see yourself as a traveler who has found a hidden refuge in the forest. After walking for long hours, carrying invisible weights, you arrive at a shelter made of stone and wood, built with simplicity, but with a care that speaks directly to the heart. As you cross the threshold, a warmth envelopes you. It is not the warmth of fireplaces or bonfires. It is the warmth of life, the warmth of the calm that has always been within you, waiting for the moment to be recognized. Inside there are no clocks, no deadlines, no memories that wound you. Only the now exists. And in this now, the body finds the chance to recompose itself. The mind no longer needs to seek answers. The heart no longer needs to fight. Everything rests, everything grows quiet. Perhaps you imagine lying down on the bed with soft curves, as if nature itself had prepared a bed for you. The scent of wood is gentle, the sound of the wind outside rocks you like a distant song. With every inhalation, peace enters. With every exhalation, everything that no longer belongs to you leaves. The poem continues to be a guide, but less and less you need it. Because what truly guides you is your own breath, your own surrender. The words merely point the way, but you are already walking it by yourself. You are learning to trust the silence. And in the silence, sleep reveals itself as an old friend. It has not come to take, but to give back. Gives back energy, gives back clarity, gives back strength. And more than anything, it gives back the lightness that everyday life so often steals. It is like an invisible balm that travels through every part of you, reminding you that it is possible to begin again. Now imagine a starry sky above you. Each star pulses as if it were a distant heart, sending vibrations of calm in your direction. These vibrations touch your skin, cross your body, and reach your soul. It is a silent call for you to rest, for you to accept this gift. There is nothing to do but receive. And as you receive, you transform. It is not a sudden transformation, not an abrupt change. It is like the dawn that is born slowly, like the moon that grows night after night. You awaken inward, and in this silent awakening you find sleep as never before. When the body finally finds repose, the mind discovers new ways of looking inward. There is no urgency to decipher what is to come, nor any need to revisit what has passed. Everything concentrates on this instant, on the present that pulses with every breath. It is the freshness that purifies, that cleanses, that returns clarity. With every step, you feel yourself moving away from worries, as if each lantern were a silent farewell to the burdens you carry. At the end of this path, there is a secret garden. It is no ordinary garden, it is a space that exists only within you, shaped by your memories, your dreams, and your most silent desires. In this garden, everything is harmony. The trees dance in the wind, the sky seems closer, and time is in no hurry. You enter, take a deep breath, and realize this place has always been here. It was only waiting for you. Lie down in this garden. The grass is soft, so soft it supports your body as if made of clouds. The air carries the scent of flowers you may never have seen, but which you immediately recognize. It is as if your soul remembers them, even if your mind does not know their names. This scent envelopes you and invites you to surrender even more deeply. As you rest, a sensation of gentle warmth spreads through your body. It is sleep, approaching like a delicate mantle. It covers your feet, your legs, your abdomen, your shoulders until it reaches your heart. It is not a weight, but a lightness. It is like a promise. The promise that you are safe, that you can trust, that you can rest. And in this repose, the mind no longer needs to question anything. There are no questions, no answers, only silence. And in the silence, you perceive that something greater is sustaining you, something invisible but present. You may call it life, you may call it peace, you may simply call it sleep. Whatever it is here, and it has come to welcome you. The heart beats slower, the breathing lengthens, the eyelids grow heavy. Everything converges to a single destination: deep rest. Sleep approaches like a tranquil river. It does not force, it does not invade. It flows, enveloping everything around it. Imagine yourself lying by this river's edge, feeling the gentle current caress your feet. Every ripple carries away any fragment of tension, any remnant of anxiety, any leftover worry. And at the same time, it returns peace, comfort, lightness. As you watch the river, you notice the banks are covered with flowers and plants that emit a subtle glow. It is not a light that dazzles, but a light that welcomes, that guides, that reassures. With every breath, you feel yourself becoming part of this landscape, your body integrating with the environment naturally. There is no effort, no resistance, only surrender. And as you surrender, the mind perceives there is no urgency to control anything. Thoughts that once insisted on running now dissolve like mist the morning sun has not yet warmed. They exist, but they have no strength. They float, pass, and disappear without you needing to hold them. This freedom is the first gift of deep rest. Imagine the wind blowing softly. It touches your skin, your hair, like a caring touch from someone who cares. It spreads discreet sounds. Leaves moving, water flowing, night birds emitting delicate calls. Each sound is a note of a silent song, meant only to calm, to rock, to guide you even deeper into sleep. The heart follows the rhythm of the environment, every beat a dance synchronized with the river, with the wind, with the night. The body feels lighter with every moment, as if freeing itself from ancient layers of fatigue. The breathing, which before might have been short or irregular, now lengthens, deep, gentle, rhythmic, perfectly aligned with the night's invisible music. You perceive there is no rush to reach sleep. There is no final destination to be reached. Sleep is not a goal, it is company. It approaches slowly but inevitably. And perceiving this approach, you feel safe, It is a silent adjustment, almost imperceptible but essential. It is as if the night itself had molded the space around you, preparing it for a deep and continuous rest. Meanwhile, the mind observes without interfering. It does not need to organize, control, or judge. It merely observes the body, the environment, the rhythm of the breath. And the more you observe, the more you perceive there is nothing to fear. The external world, with its demands and pressures, has been left behind. Here there is only security, calm, and lightness. Now visualize a serene lake before you. Its surface is smooth as glass, reflecting the moon and the stars. You approach, touch the water, and feel how it carries away any remnant of worry or discomfort. The lake is a mirror of your internal state, quiet, deep, infinite. And with every touch of the water, you surrender even more to the sensation of absolute calm. The breathing becomes slower, longer, more harmonious. Every beat of the heart seems to echo in the very rhythm of the universe. And in this rhythm, you perceive that sleep is not a distant event, not something that needs to be forced. It is already present, waiting only for your complete surrender. The body dissolves into the softness of the environment. The mind dissolves into the clarity of the moment. The soul dissolves into the sensation of protection, into the certainty that all is well. And then, in full silence, you perceive there is no effort, no fear, no resistance. Only repose, deep, absolute, sacred. The silence of the night has its own music, soft, almost imperceptible, but present in every corner of your being. Now you begin to listen to it with full attention, letting it seep into every breath, into every heartbeat. It is not a music that demands a response, only presence. Every note is an invitation to surrender. Every pause is a reminder that to rest is also to live. Imagine yourself walking through a moonlit meadow. The grass stretches like an infinite carpet, and the breeze gently touches your skin, carrying subtle scents of night flowers. Every step you take is not just physical, but also a way of disconnecting from the weight of the day, of abandoning insistent thoughts and allowing the body to find balance. As you walk, small lights appear around you like fireflies dancing in the air. They are not mere glows, but signals of serenity, reminders that you are safe, that this space belongs solely to your rest. With every movement of these points of light, the body relaxes a little more, the mind calms, and the heart finds a constant, gentle, harmonious rhythm. Sleep is not a distant destination. It is a subtle presence that approaches as you allow yourself to feel. Every long, deep breath brings you even closer to this surrender. And the more you allow yourself, the more you perceive there is no need to control, no need to try. Rest is natural, inevitable, a state that has relaxation. Everything passes without agitating the heart, without disturbing the body. It is the kind of silent observation that allows true surrender to sleep without resistance. Imagine yourself walking slowly by the lake, observing your reflection in the calm waters. The image that returns is not just physical but emotional. You see serenity in the eyes, rest in the face, confidence in the body. It is a reflection of what has always been within you, but that only now found space to manifest fully. As you walk, you find a small wooden bridge covered in moss and delicate flowers. Every step upon the bridge is a gesture of surrender. Every touch of your feet on the wood transmits confidence. On the other side, a clearing emerges, lit by the moon with soft grass stretching like a natural bed. You lie down, feeling the earth support every part of your body with perfection. The wind blows gently, carrying scents and sounds that induce even more serenity. Every breeze seems to speak directly to your breathing, guiding it, harmonizing it with the environment's cadence. The heart follows the same rhythm, slow, constant, confident. Every cell of the body feels the comfort and allows itself to relax even more deeply. And in this state, you perceive that sleep is not something you need to conquer. It is already present, invisible, patient, waiting only for the body and mind to open to receive it. Every breath, every movement, every sensation contributes to this silent approach. As you rest in the clearing, you perceive that the body no longer needs to fight against anything. approaches without rush but inevitably. It envelopes every cell, every fiber, every thought. You perceive that there is no need for force, for control, or for free. Every breath, every movement, every sensation contributes to deep rest, installing itself naturally. In this instant, the body, mind, and soul align in perfect harmony. Everything around you contributes to ensure that rest is deep and absolute. The entire environment transforms into an internal refuge, where nothing can disturb the serenity growing within you. Lying in the clearing, you feel that the body and mind are completely surrendered to the night's serenity. Every muscle relaxes, every joint finds its natural place, and the breathing becomes deep, slow, and constant. The weight of any worry has disappeared, and the heart beats in a gentle, harmonious rhythm that guides every cell to absolute rest. Imagine yourself now walking slowly to the lake's edge. The water reflects the light of the moon and the stars, creating a scene of beauty and security. Touching the surface, you feel small ripples that carry away any remnant of tension or fatigue, leaving only the sensation of deep calm. The body adapts immediately to this tranquility. The mind grows quiet and the soul feels protected. The wind blows softly, carrying scents and sounds that integrate with the breathing, creating a harmonious dance between you and the environment. Every touch of the wind is a reminder that you are safe. Every natural sound is a silent melody that rocks the heart. Every scent brings comfort and serenity. Everything converges to a single purpose: to guide you to deep rest. As you lie down by the lake's edge, you feel the soft grass support every part of your body. There is no pressure, no rigidity, only solace. The light of the stars and the moon, reflected in the water, envelopes your body and mind in a silent embrace. The entire clearing seems to have been created for this moment, for you to surrender without rush, without resistance, simply allowing absolute rest to install itself. Sleep approaches invisibly, patiently, constantly. There is no need to call it, there is no need to force it. It is already present in every breath, in every touch of the wind, in every movement of the body. Every cell surrenders, every thought dissolves, every sensation harmonizes with the peace growing within you. Now the body, mind, and soul become one with the environment. The water, the wind, the light, the scent, the sound, everything merges with you, creating a unique state of complete serenity. Every moment guides you to a deep, continuous, and absolute rest, where repose is inevitable and safe. Lying by the lake, surrounded by the moonlit clearing, you perceive that every breath becomes slower, deeper, more harmonious. Every muscle loosens, every joint finds its natural place, and every thought dissolves silently, creating space for total serenity. The body no longer needs to sustain anything. The mind no longer needs to control. The soul surrenders completely to repose. Imagine an ancient tree near the bank, its branches extended demand no attention. They simply exist, reminding you that you are safe and protected. Every point of light reinforces the sensation of peace, guiding you even deeper into a state of absolute serenity. You arrive at a clearing full of delicate flowers, whose light blends with your movement. The ground is soft, perfect for supporting the body, and every detail of the environment transmits comfort and security. You lie down, feeling every part of your body find complete rest. The wind blows softly, bringing scents and sounds that lull the mind, harmonizing body, soul, and environment into a single state of tranquility. The nearby lake reflects the stars and the moon, transmitting balance and harmony. Touching the water with your hands, you feel that every small ripple carries away any remnant of tension, dissolving fatigue and worries. The body settles, the mind observes, and the soul feels safe, completely surrendered to the serenity that envelopes it. Sleep approaches invisibly, patiently, inevitably. There is no need to call it or force it. It is already present, enveloping every cell, every fiber, every thought. The surrender is total, and the sensation of peace grows with every moment. Lying in the clearing, you perceive that the body and mind harmonize completely with the environment. Every muscle relaxes, every joint finds its natural position, every breath becomes deep, slow, and constant. The weight of any worry has disappeared, and the heart beats in a gentle rhythm, guiding every cell to absolute rest. Imagine yourself now surrounded by ancient trees whose branches stretch over you like protective arms. The wind moves the leaves softly, producing whispers that seem like silent songs, rocking your body and your mind. Every touch of the breeze transmits calm. Every scent that arrives brings comfort and serenity, inviting you to surrender even more deeply to the night's tranquility. As you rest, small lights float around you, reminding you that you are safe. present, waiting only for you to open completely. Every breath, every touch of the wind, every glow of light contributes to the total surrender to rest. In this instant, the body